Good evening, owls. Hoot hoot. How are you doing this evening? Good evening, Lonnie. In the chat. How are you doing? Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Let's hope it's going to be a good year, but, well, things kind of on the wall, but we're going to see. So lift this up just a little bit. Any storms down your way, Lonnie? Or are you safe and sound from these storms? Good evening, Forest Girl. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. Yeah, last I was watching weather before I come on here. I know they're chasing a tornado in East Oklahoma. Y'all be safe, y'all. Good evening, Sister Bounty. How are you doing? Oh, that's okay, Donna. No problem. Welcome into chat. Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, set your alarm clock for tonight. I like that. I understand people miss chats. They can't make it to everyone. Just know you're missed and you're greatly appreciated when you do make it, and you're greatly appreciated for watching the replay. But I understand people have lives. You can't always make them to everyone. But you know what? I enjoy seeing everybody that can. Yeah, we're in for an interesting bumpy ride tonight. And I'm going to squeak live stream out. The bad stuff's not supposed to hit till about 9 o'clock tonight. There's Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. Good evening, Regina. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. And Happy New Year, everyone. Praying that it's going to be a happy 2023. Right now, my big worry is Junior has a load to do tonight in these storms, and hoping they are blown through by the time he has to head out. Good evening, Monica. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Good evening, Cheryl. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Hoot hoot and Happy New Year. Hooting out, Happy New Year. Yeah, it's supposed to get bad, of course. Welcome to the South, where tornadoes like to roll through during the night when you can't see them. You can hear them coming, but you don't know exactly where they are, especially if they're hid in the rain. But sometimes the lightning gives them away. But we're not supposed to get bad here until at 9 o'clock, so I'm hoping. There's been a few really good little waves of storms rolled through here already. But praying everybody stays safe and sound, because they're rocking through Arkansas and Louisiana right now. And last I heard, Oklahoma had at least one tornado on the ground. I was watching it. Just keep your eyes peeled. Watch your radars. You don't always have to listen to the weatherman. You can read the radars and watch that 5 to 7 day forecast. Now, of course, you got to give and take a little bit, but good evening, Brandy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Happy New Year and a hoot hoot. Me, I usually don't. I don't have. We really don't have anywhere to go. We're over at family tonight, and I'm staying hunkered down here. We got a bathroom to go into, but me, I'll be on that back porch. I'll be watching these storms. Good evening, Candy. Welcome into chat. Happy New Year, everyone. Good evening, D. Mitchell. Welcome into chat. That's okay. I understand. Listen, your safety is more important than this live stream. If you have to, you get to safety. Don't you worry about this live stream. That's a good one. That's a good one, Tammy. Oh, and D. Mitchell, I got the book. Sorry, I haven't said anything about it yet because, well, let's just say I'm not happy with Amazon. It came right before the ice storm. I have it put in the shed and I keep forgetting to mention anything about it, and I apologize because I had to hurry up and open it because, common sense anymore is not a major factor. They put the paper envelope, well, packaging that the book was in on the front porch steps, which are not covered. It was raining. The envelope was wet. I had to hurry up, open it, and get the book out. Book's fine. Book's safe and sound. Envelope, well, let's just say it didn't do too well. And I keep forgetting. It's not that I'm not thankful about it. Next mail call, I'm gonna bring that book up. It's got some interesting recipes in it. There's some foo-foo stuff in it, but they got some pretty good recipes in it. Good evening, Tanya. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Yep, we're here. We're under flood warning too. Good evening, D. McCoy. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Yes, I appreciate it, D. Mitchell. I don't want you thinking that I'm not. I'm just telling you, the old brain has been under stress, and I won't forget it this next mail call. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about the ice storm. I hate ice. I do not like ice, not whatsoever. Snow, anybody can drive on snow. Ice is a whole different beast. Actually, I have a little herbal mixture that I made let's just say many, many moons ago for someone who used to be a friend of mine, for him and his wife. He took it. She informed me the next day that I was not allowed to ever make that for him again. So let's just say it worked very well, almost too well. Good evening, Kathy Kitchens. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Hoot hoot and Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, getting to the thought of that one, but with the grand solar minimum, y'all better get prepared because weather's a changing. Weather we're not used to. If anybody's been noticing the last few years, winter and into spring has become monsoon season for us. I know about the old lady shuffle. I do that on a daily basis. Oh my gracious, Tanya, are you okay? That's a long time to sleep now. My gracious, that's a long, long time to sleep. I, I pay heck for just laying down sleeping for 6 hours. Oh no, no, I know my luck. If I was to open the umbrella, I would be the one flying off. Yes, definitely prayers that you get to feeling better, Tanya. You've been struggling for a while, and it's time for that sickness to go away and for you to get healed and be better. I spoke to Lawrence today, y'all. Well, not spoke in person, but emailed. He's doing okay. He's going to try to make it in the chat tonight because he'd been quiet for so long. And I told him, look, I'm checking in on you. I'm worried about you. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get to see Lawrence tonight. Because he had major surgery, y'all. I'm just thankful he was able to make it back up north in the boat. About as ready as I can be, Ark Wild Man. It's going to be a bumpy ride starting about 9 o'clock. But y'all know me. I'm one of those weird ones. I love my storms. Can't help it. And I'll be on the back porch videoing it. Once it gets bad enough, I know when to get my tail in the house, which I will later on. How's it doing over there, Ark? Because I noticed they were chasing a tornado earlier before I come on in eastern Oklahoma. So you be careful, Ark. You don't look like a nun. Lordy, that's the last thing I would be. Ooh, I wouldn't even begin to claim that one. Plus the fact I'm not into carrying around big rulers either. I don't know. There's a few people I just like to smack some sense into. Good to hear, Tanya. It's something that they won't be able to tear up down there. Good evening, Lulu. How are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. I didn't mean to scare everybody to death. I did not mean to do so. Yeah, I done a small stint in Catholic school thanks to my mother, and it didn't last long. Did not last long, not whatsoever. I think I lasted 2 months. Oh no, not shaving my head. Nope. I'll shave my sideburns because one, I got used to doing it when I was a demo lady because I had to wear those ungodly baseball caps. And plus now I do it out of respect for my ancestors. I don't shave it quite as much as the Cherokee did, but still, I pay respect. You be careful over there, Lulu, because I know where you're at. You keep your eye on those radars and you be safe. No, 2 months. 2 months is what I lasted in Catholic school, and it was elementary school. And one, I hated having to wear the uniforms. Two, the boy kept picking on me, kept harassing me and everything. And I told him, if you don't leave me alone and get away from me, I was going to kick his butt. She come after me with the ruler like she was going to hit me. I told her, attempt to hit me. Just try to hit me with that ruler and you'll get the same thing. And needless to say, I was out of Catholic school real fast. No, you ain't going to hit me with no ruler. You're not going to beat me with no ruler when I'm not the one to blame. Oh no, I stand up for myself. Good evening, Tofu. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yep, I was going to be here as long as the storms don't run me out. but we should squeak through for the whole live stream and not have to worry about the storms as long as things work out like they're supposed to. Oh, that's not good at all, Tanya. I am so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Oh no, they beat you with the rulers down here. No, that's not kosher. Not happening. You ain't gonna whip me with no ruler if I didn't do anything to deserve it. Even if I deserved it, no, you're not. That's what hands are for. Oh wow, everybody's here. I've got some good news. Now I've got to study up, figure out how to get it all set up, which hopefully will be in the next couple of days. It depends on how the night goes. I have my first affiliate account, y'all. I am just so happy. I am now an affiliate with Mountain Rose Herbs. Let me get everything set up before anybody, decides to order anything. Now, if you order something through them using my link, I will get a small commission and it's not going to cost you a dime or anything whatsoever. So I am just happy as can be. Oh, let me tell you how honored I was. Now, I talked to them. They said it takes about 6 to 8 weeks because I was calling them about another order of mine I'm still waiting on. And the man was so nice. He was extremely polite, wonderful customer service. And, I had asked him because I'm trying everything I can do to have a big giveaway because I feel really guilty that I haven't been able to bless y'all. I haven't been able to give anything away for the 3,000 subscribers, and now I'm coming up close to 4,000, and I haven't been able to do anything for y'all. And I'm sorry, I'm a giving person, and it makes me feel bad when I can't do it. I know y'all don't care, but it bothers me because, well, I like to celebrate and I like to give back. And I'm gonna try to get a hold of a couple of seed companies, see if I can get some donations because I want to have another big celebration on my birthday, and that's coming up next month. So I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get some stuff up to give away. Yeah, I love to give away, but I apologize, y'all. This year, past year has been ungodly. And I'm going to answer a lot of comments here in just a bit. But I wanted to let y'all know, and I'm telling you the reason why I like Fire Mountain herbs, they are all organic. They are sustainably harvested and raised. And they tell you exactly where they originate from. Not all of them's from America because some of that stuff does not grow here. And they have wonderful, let me tell you, wonderful customer service, and their prices are amazing. They throw sales, and they have wonderful, wonderful herbs, tea mixes, you name it. And that's when I can't grow it here, that's where I go to. Also, another thing good for that also is, believe it or not, patchouli, but it needs to be real patchouli, not the synthetic patchouli. You have to be careful about that. Did you order the shirt from me? I don't remember having a shirt that had fire on it. Yeah, he's a good seed place, but last time I ordered seeds from him, germination was so horrible. That's why I haven't ordered any more. Germination, it was horrible. Planted uh one pack of seeds. I planted 20 seeds and I got two that germinated. That's not a good ratio when it's tomatoes. Tomatoes germinate very easily. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Well, let me get everything set up, y'all, because I've got to study, watch their videos, how to set everything up. But no, I'm waiting for that big order thanks to y'all. Y'all don't realize how much I appreciate all that y'all do. I'm sorry y'all suffered through the commercials, and I'm not gonna lie, that's how I make my money and amazing donations. I still think Lawrence tried to give me a stroke last chat. And you got it off my t-shirt site? Good evening, Susan. Welcome into chat. How are you doing, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch? I hope you're ready for these storms rolling through. It's gonna be after they're supposed to start here about 9. Happy New Year and hoot hoot, everyone. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, it might be that one, the Old Ways learner. It could easily be that one. But I didn't think there was fire on the sleeve. That's a new one on me. Okay, Bounty. Good evening, Kathy. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? Hoot hoot and Happy New Year. Yeah, it would be if it was my shirt, it'd be Teespring. Oh yeah, I will. I will. Yeah, that rain came through here earlier. We haven't seen what's coming through yet. Okay, yeah, you got an old ways learner shirt. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like going, oh my God, I can't remember. I'm like going, oh, did I design one like that? I'm thinking hard now because the the stress and everything will get to y'all. And I'm thinking, oh. I'm trying to remember making the gears. The gears are squeaking because they're turning. But yeah, I will make a. Oh, that's okay. That's fine, honey. You're here. That's what matters. You're here. I want you to be safe. You keep an eye on your radar. I'd rather you be safe than worrying about this chat because your life is way more important than this chat. Now, don't get me wrong. I love you being here. I'm thankful for everyone that comes in and comes in and gathers around with the owls. But I'd rather you be safe because I'm not that important, y'all. I'd rather you be safe than worrying about this live stream. Good evening, hippie chick. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? I am finally getting notifications and I've been getting to watch your videos. I have enjoyed them. I don't know about sugar. I wouldn't use the sugar because y'all are prone to fire ants down there. Epsom salt, yes, because Epsom salt is not salt, it's magnesium, something a plant needs very much so. Hold on, y'all, excuse me. If you have problems with your tomatoes or your peppers getting blossom end rot, magnesium is what you're needing. Epsom salt. I swear by Epsom salt. As for sugar, I wouldn't do that. It might work. I haven't studied that because I'm too busy canning with the sugar or using it in my coffee or my tea. But I'd be leery of attracting ants. Good evening, Duval. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. Happy New Year and hoot hoot. Oh, crab? What's that taste like? I haven't had crab in so long. I have no clue. I mean, now if I wanted to, well, not really. I'd have to borrow family's car if I wanted to. Now I know I could go across the river to the dog track they have over in their casino or whatever it is over there. They have Friday and Saturday night all you can eat crab legs, but yeah, no. Oh, him? No, I quit watching him. Paranoid Factor. You can teach people. You can talk to people. You see how I do my let's have a talk. I don't flash bang poof pow. I don't need all that to warn people. Yeah, he used to not be that way. There's several other preppers I've quit watching because I'm tired of the paranoia pump. It's not right to do people that way, and they make way more money than they let people on to knowing about. They're making big bank off of pumping and pushing paranoia, and I'm not going to do anybody that way. Blood meal is very good also. Yes, it is. So is saving your eggshells. I'm going to redo because I have a lot of new subscribers. I'm going to redo either tonight, depends on how tonight goes, or it'll be tomorrow. My eggshell, making your own calcium powder. Yeah, I haven't watched Alaska Prepper in a while because I'm tired of the flash and bang. These people, I mean, we got people doing a survival slumber party. I don't know about y'all, but I never learned survival in my pajamas. Pajamas is the last thing I want if I'm bugging out in the woods. Pajamas is the last thing I want on my body. Good evening, Pete. Welcome in the chat. Are you safe over there in Oklahoma? I saw about that tornado that was on the ground. That's okay, Pete. You just be safe. That's the main thing. Got some bad storms. I don't know if the storms are already through Oklahoma or not. Main thing is you stay safe. Yep. It turns my stomach. The drama and the fear pumping and the lies and the promoting of products that if you're going to try to survive, if you have to bug out, I guarantee you, you're not going to be carrying that stuff for very long. And it ain't going to do you no good. Think of this. All right, you got to bug out. Grid's down. All right, if grid's down, phones are going to be down. Why the heck do you need a solar generator? Because your phone ain't going to work. Maybe a flashlight. But other than that, you have no need for none of that stuff. You're not going to need it. You're going to need to be packing as much sustainable food in your pack, medical supplies, fishing supplies, protection, something to learn not to learn how to camp without needing a tent. Because, the tents they make nowadays are some god awful colors, and you're going to stick out like a sore thumb in the woods. Learn how to make lean tos from tree branches and stuff. Put them not in the open, up against something, in thickets. Learn how to truly survive, not this paranoia crap they teach people. Yeah, there's another prepper that he's just lost his ever loving mind, and well, he's in the country above us. And it's just like that tiff between those two channels. I'm so not interested in it. Not interested whatsoever. Because another reason, one, I'm not interested in is, you can't be a hypocrite. You can't boycott one store for their actions, but still shop at another store that done the same thing that the first store done, but yet you won't boycott that store because that's your favorite store to shop at. Well, if they don't sell bulk, guess what? I don't shop there. People need to wake up. I mean, they're trying to get you to buy all this crap that you don't need, that most of the time is crap. And it's aggravating, y'all. It's aggravating, and I get tired of it. Now, I have my let's have a talk. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not any relations to Willy Wonka. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I was not taught by having it sugar coated to me, blood, sweat, tears, and dedication. There's no need for flashbang drama, all these words on your thumbnails and crap. No, no. It's sad. It truly is. Let me catch up. Sorry, y'all. FDIC, I don't trust none of them. That's why I don't have a bank account. I don't trust a bank as far as I can throw them. What you can do is mix. Don't take them apart because it'll tear them up because they're molded together. Um, Not with mold, but you know what I mean. Uh, Take you some watered down bleach water. Keep sucking it up, suck in a dropper, hold it upside down, suck in some more until the whole thing's full. Shake it real good. Make sure you use old clothes that you don't mind getting bleach stains on. Shake it really good, and then, let it out, rinse it real good, make sure it stays clean. And yeah, that's the best way to clean out a dropper. I'm glad to hear that, Pete, because they're heading our way. Yes, I talked to Lawrence, Pete, through email. He's doing okay. He's healing. He's going to try to be on tonight. But yeah, I've been, because I try to give people their space when they're healing, because a lot of times people don't like to deal with other people. The lone sick dog, how they go off, and not to die, but to, go off away from everything. He said he's doing okay. He's healing slowly, but he's healing, and that he's going to try to be in chat tonight. And he said, if anybody wants his email, please email me and I'll give it to you. Because he was wanting me to do a community, tab post about it, and I got to thinking about it. One, he had major surgery, y'all. He told me not to say, but just let y'all know he's okay, but he had major surgery. And I was going to post his, email in a post. Then I got to thinking, no, because he's liable to get spammed like crazy because I can't control who would see the post. And so if you want his email, email me and just give him time to comment, email you back. Hold on, man. I'm trying to catch up with chat. I got on a rant there. Sorry about that. No, not sorry. I'm just telling the truth. Yes, you can. Yes, you can buy plant dried store-bought beans, but you got to make sure check over each one of the seeds. If it's got a nick in it, if it looks like it's cracked, of course, if it's split, you can't plant it either. Any nicks, any cracks, anything in them, you put them over to the side where they're ready for the bean pot. But if they're a good, solid, healthy looking seed, yes, they should grow for you. Yes, they should. Because you can teach people how to prep without doing all the flash bang, the paranoia, all them crazy thumbnails, the doom, the gloom. I mean, yeah, it's not always great. I don't enjoy doing the let's have a talk, but I know deep within y'all have a right to know what's going on in this world, and I need to get back to doing them. Not that I want to, don't think I get great thrill or any joy out of doing those, but everyone has a right to know what's going on in this world and around them because I'm telling y'all, we got less than 7 years before you know what starts. Well, it's already started, and let me tell you, they're amping up. Yeah, you got that's the only bad thing is it's just like some of the dried beans you buy. You don't know if it's the bush variety or the binding variety. And a lot of times you think about it, companies aren't going to want to sell a lot of binding seeds because that means they'd have to pay labor and not, gas operated or robot operated machine. So you don't know if it's going to be a vining bean or a bush bean. So always take that into consideration as well. Yeah, some of them are hybrid. So you'll never know what you're going to get. And always remember that bag of beans, peas, whatever, make sure you see what country they originate from. Because if they come from anywhere outside of our borders, they're going to be irradiated before they come in. And Pete, I cannot thank you both for y'all's service to this country. I know there's a lot of people that aren't grateful for that, but you are absolutely appreciated for your service. Yeah, no. Excuse me, y'all. It's unnatural to me. It's unnatural for, a citrus or anything to be seedless. That's not normal. That's how they reproduce is seeds. And when something is seedless, that goes against nature. And for me, I don't want it. I don't feel right. It's just like when I cut into a lemon or a lime and there's no seeds in it. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I am fine now. Don't get me wrong on hybrids. I am fine if somebody takes like a Q-tip or a paintbrush and takes the pollen from this one flower and pollinates another flower with it. I'm fine with that. That's it depends on what you're hybridizing or trying to grow. Now, when it takes test tubes, petri dishes, laboratories, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's not natural. And that's not something I want in my body. Oh, that's the kind of people I have all around me back at the house. Let me get on to that. I want to apologize to y'all. I did not mean to cause you PTSD or any trauma or anything. I got tired of people saying, "Oh, it ain't that bad around you." They called me a few called me racist and several things. Well, y'all know me. That was a here, hold my coffee moment. And I smiled to myself. I'm like going, go ahead, call me whatever you want to. Water off a duck's back. I don't care what people call me. I know what I am. This ain't nothing. This, this here is what gives our government power. They keep us separated, ununited because of this crap. Because nobody thinks underneath this we all bleed and we all breathe the same. And that's how this government will always keep us separated because people won't wake up to being fooled. And they still get away with it very easily. And so I smile. I'm like going, call me whatever you want. I don't care. And that was my hold my coffee moment. I'm like going, New Year's Eve's coming up. I'm going to prove to people just what it's like being around there. And I did. I didn't mean to scare nobody. I didn't mean to cause nobody no stress or anything. But I wanted to prove a fact that, yeah, a lot of people, life, no matter what color the person's life is, it don't matter. It don't. Because they don't care. They don't. Hold on, I'm going to catch up on chat here. Okay, Pete, you take care. Sorry, I probably missed you. I apologize. What? And add up 7 years to the year we just changed. And then it's called Agenda. Yeah, might want to study up what's coming. You will own nothing and be happy. You will give up the right to eat meat. Meat will be a treat, only rarely. Why do you think they're pushing the Impossible Burger? Why do you think they are building cricket growing facilities left and right? Yeah, you will not be allowed to eat meat. Why do you think they're killing millions of chickens worldwide? Okay, mods, get ready. Those special little bots will probably be coming in here soon. Yes, they can be. The seeds, they can be radiated fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, dried stuff, anything coming food wise, especially vegetable and citrus and fruit and stuff like that, is irradiated before they come. Yeah. It's vitamin C. Grated lemon peels, vitamin C. Agenda 30. Look it up. It's been on Agenda 21, Agenda 30, and a lot of people don't know there's Agenda 50. It's been on the UN website since back in the 90s. Out in the open, because nobody goes looks at the UN website. Oh, because that's what they do. They irradiate any food that comes in. It's a known fact. It's another reason why it's useless to get seeds from out of the United States. Guerrilla gardening is where you garden where people can't find it. You hide it in the woods. You find little natural open spots, but you don't clear nothing around it. It's hid. You grow a little here, you grow a little there. People gonna have to realize save those seeds. And I laugh at these people who just scatter seeds everywhere. No, you hold on to those seeds as if that's the last thing you have to grow. That's why I'm upset with myself because I lost my transplants and the hoop, my seedlings. But that's something I couldn't help. Yes, this is the year, folks, that you better focus on your garden and what you can grow. Now, I'm not talking about go all paranoid, y'all. We're having a conversation. I'm not a paranoia pumper. I'm not going to push paranoia, but I am going to tell you facts. We're also not only dealing with a lot of seeds that my gut instinct tells me these companies, when everybody went crazy buying seeds, hoarding seeds back for, you know, they're not even growing the seeds that they, bought like crazy, just hoarding them back. Uh, the market got bum rushed. Greed, y'all, greed. A lot of the germination rate went massively down on a lot of seeds. Only thing my gut tells me is companies started harvesting seeds too early, trying to keep up with the mad dash of seed ordering and trying to, you know, fill orders that those seeds weren't fully grown. They weren't fully ripe. And hey, who cares? Seeds go in the envelope. You got your seeds. Well, yeah, that's not a good practice at all. Yep, yep. They irradiate everything that comes across that border. Now, I can't help it. I'm old school. Where I'm at, I have to row plant. Yeah, I've had a lot of bad luck with them. Now, I'm telling you now, I'm not affiliated with them yet. I'm hoping to be a spokesperson for So True Seeds. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I have had wonderful luck with So True Seeds. I haven't had no trouble with their seed stock. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to catch up. And this is an let me quit. I gotta focus. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna tell you all the truth. We're in the beginning stages. Have you noticed the weather? Have you noticed the last 3 years? Each year's weather's getting crazier and crazier. We're in a natural weather cycle called the grand solar minimum. You're going to have to get serious about gardening. You're going to need, and this is where I don't understand. I don't understand preppers. I don't understand gardeners. I don't understand homesteaders who don't pay attention to at least the radar. You don't have to listen to the weatherman. Read those radars. Watch your barometric pressure, your humidity. Watch the 7-day forecast. That way you have a general idea of how it's gonna go. It's gonna change. That's regardless. You don't have to listen to a weatherman because believe me, I don't like to. Pay attention to your radars and everything. I'm telling everybody, I'm not giving commands or nothing. I'm giving ideas, hints. Keep a weather journal yearly. That way each year you can go back to see how the weather was at that time and compare it to this time because every year it's going to get worse, y'all. Not dooming and glooming. I'm being serious. We're in the beginnings of a mini ice age. I know people laugh and joke. It's a natural cycle, y'all. It happens every 500 years. Last time this hit, it tore Europe up. Many people died. Many people froze. Crops failed. Starvation, hunger. Well, same thing. Um, decimated lots of things. Mass amount of casualties. We're in it again. It's the start of this is either the third or fourth year. I'd have to go back and look because trying to keep up with everything is, yeah. Winters are going to be colder, winters that we've never seen the likes of. Summers either going to end up being hotter or cooler. Pay attention to everything. Harvest every seed that you possibly can from your vegetable plants. Put them back because each year you're going to need that stronger strain because of the weather patterns. Each year your seeds are acclimated to your area. And it's another problem a lot of people have with getting seeds from other places in the country and everything because those seeds are acclimated to that weather. But you can still make it work. You just stay positive and work at it. Grow as much as you can because you're going to need to put back food like no tomorrow. I'm telling you, I've seen them talking about what's coming. Government ain't going to help you. Government ain't going to tell you the truth. They want you to believe fantasy land. They're not letting you know exactly what's coming down the pike, and it's not going to be a joyride. Stay positive nonetheless. Don't doom and gloom yourself because then bad will come to you. Stay positive. No matter how the struggle is, stay positive. You got this. But foo-foo stuff, you're going to have to learn. Kick that to the curb. You're going to have to learn to grow food that will sustain you. Think of what our ancestors ate. They didn't eat all this crazy Chinese produce and everything. Could you imagine talking to your ancestor about 200 years ago about pak choi? What do you think their face would look like when you go to talk about you need to grow this pak choi? I got this Chinese cabbage you need to grow. I got these yard long beans. What do you think they're going to look at you? Now, yard long beans are good, don't get me wrong. Pak choi's good winter, you know, fall crops and stuff. But just imagine, what would the ancestors do? How would they look at you? One, they'd already be looking at you like crazy because the clothes you had on and you're back then. But just think, yeah, there's a good chance 200-300 years ago you try to talk to them about the stuff that's being grown now, they're going to try you as a witch, burn you at the stake. But think about it. It's something to seriously think about. Hold on, I'm catching up on chat because when I get in my talk mode, I get going. Yes, Monsanto's been doing a whole lot. And here's another thing I wanted to warn y'all about. I don't know how many times I have warned people about this. You know that wonderful, what I call bucket of quarter tree? Because it ain't Dollar Tree no more. They need to change that sign. It ain't Dollar Tree, it's bucket of quarter tree. You know, all them wonderful blue packets of seeds coming in. I hope y'all enjoy eating Monsanto seeds, because that's what you're eating. That's what you're growing. Yeah, Monsanto owned seeds. And I try to warn people. It don't work, but at least I try. And the sad part about buying like Baker Creek seeds and these other seeds, you're trying to get heirloom, you're trying to get organic, and you're getting ripped off. Them seeds don't cost that much to raise. Organic don't cost that much to grow. You know why? I have grown organically all my life. There is no way that grown, mass produced food costs way less than organic, because guess what? When you grow organic, you cut the middleman out. There's no pesticides to buy. You don't have to keep pumping the land full of fertilizer and defoliants and bug spray. And yeah, I've grown organic all my life. I know what those prices should be. And a fully chemical filled cucumber should not be 10 times cheaper than an organic cucumber. Read what instruments? I missed something somewhere. No, my herbal medicines I make sure and heck don't come from India and China. I grow all my own medicinal herbs, or I go back up into the woods and gather them, because a lot of that stuff that works well for people, especially the Ayurvedic medicine and stuff, is because it works best for the people in that region, because that's where those plants grow. I grow the local herbs. And there's some things that don't come from here that I grow, but still, you know what? They work. They work. I swear by mine. And see, that's what surprises me, hippie chick. It's still, I cannot get over that Maine is in a drought. Y'all are bordered by water. Because one of my sisters lives up in Maine, and it just mesmerizes me that y'all are in a massive drought. Yep, the simpler foods, but I can't help myself. I can't eat no, bland food. It just goes against my nature. It's against my religion. I just can't do bland food. I can't. Nobody should have to eat plain food. Now there's a few things when I get the money to spare, I'm gonna take y'all on a prepping adventure at Buck and a Quarter Tree. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff prepping wise at Buck and a Quarter Tree. I don't do a whole lot with the foo-foo stuff that they sell. I'll read a barometer, no problem. I'll just have to sit down, get a barometer, and I'll do a talk about that. Wait a minute. What'd you cut, Kathy, a little too late and they were tough? Good evening, Pafford Homestead. Welcome into chat. If I remember right, this is your first time here. Welcome into chat. Mississippi River's probably a good ways up now. We've gotten so, cause see, I'm not very far from the Mississippi River. Uh, yeah, but we don't have that buffer for these storms, and that's why I'm leery. But the river's up. Let me tell you, we've gotten quite a bit of rain, and everything is melting up north and coming down up north. It's coming down river, so it ain't gonna be long because here, since grand solar minimum's kicking in, we don't have winter, we don't have spring, we have monsoon season. I wouldn't do it if the poke roots dried out. You want fresh poke. I would do it with fresh poke if I was you. That's fine. That's fine, honey. You're listening. That is fine. I don't expect anybody to sit there, stare at me all this time and not, need a break. Yes, I had a wonderful New Year's Day, but man, let me tell you, I'm still tired from it because, yeah, I cooked a big old meal. Happy New Year's, Lisa. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? But yeah, because I didn't get to prep. Usually I do preps the day before New Year's Day because New Year's Day dinner is the most important dinner of the year for me because traditions. Yeah, that's grandma's fault. We made She made sure, and I still do today, and I'll continue until I take my last breath of the traditional New Year's Day dinner for as long as we can, allowed to have it. Uh, I'm above ground, Lisa. Thank you. I'm doing great. But yeah, I don't know if anybody's seen the New Year's Day dinner short. I know Tofu has seen it. Tofu, you still in here? Okay, Charlie. Okay. Now I'll apologize. There's a good chance unless I talk to you quite a bit, Charlie, I'll forget your name. It's not that I'm rude, y'all, but I have to remember so much stuff, y'all. I have to keep up with a lot of stuff. So please don't think I'm being rude if I can't remember your name. That's just like Lulu. I've known her for quite a while. Sorry, I cannot remember Lulu's name. It took me forever to remember Brandy's name. Oh, good grief. Good evening, Nancy. How are you doing? Hoot hoot. Welcome into chat. It's like Brandy. Oh my gracious. See, I done forgot her channel. It's not that I'm being rude, y'all. Please, please don't think I'm being rude. I'm not. Oh, you're welcome, Lulu. More than happy to. Oh, and all the juicy stuff for a few minutes, okay? But it's not that I'm being rude. If I don't see you, now, if I ever see your face, I'll never forget what your face looks like. Your name won't matter, but I'll know your face. There she is, Grace Before Me Farms. I remember Brandy because she comments a lot, and I'm thankful for that. And I kept having to go back to my email. I'm like, oh my God, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Broke myself on that one. I remember Brandy. I just gotta remember to put an I and not a Y on the end of it. And yeah, it's not being rude. It's that I've got so much compacted into this brain about herbs, gardening, and stuff, and I might have to reboot and make some more room or add, a little more room to the brain. And there was something else I was going to talk about. But yeah, I wanted to warn people about them. Don't get suckered into a buck and a quarter tree seeds unless you want to grow Monsanto owned seeds. Uh, yeah, I know. That's the same thing I was going to say, Jeff. Welcome into chat. Welcome into chat, Jeff. How are you doing? And Happy New Year, everyone. Let's pray together. It's going to be a good one, but let's just stay positive. We're going to say that much. Yeah, that's the same thing. I was thinking of that of that song as well. $30 years. It lasts a 30-year cycle. And it's not hype, it's not paranoia, it's a natural weather cycle. The weather happens in cycles. Yes, there's some odd other crap going on, but the weather happens in cycles. Women have cycles. It's nature, y'all. It's nature. Yep, I won't buy them. That company's owned by Monsanto. If you like, GMO, go for it. I don't trust Monsanto as far as I can throw them. That's why, I laugh about all these people getting all excited and happy about this, legal marijuana. Enjoy that GMO marijuana. Enjoy it. I, I have no use for it. Are you warm enough for us, girl, or are you cold where you're at? If you're cold, it's not going to be happy. It likes heat. It likes the hot. If you want to let it go and give it thanks and tell it thank you for growing for you, you can. But yeah, you might be because they need hot. They need very warm weather. It's like a lot of people don't realize basil. I'm seeing people starting basil seeds now. Basil is not happy under 60 degrees. Now it will grow, but it's not happy. They don't like cool. There's plants that don't like cool weather. And that's another thing I tell people, quit wasting seeds. Grow seasonally. If it's warm, and going to be warm where you're at for a while, grow the warm seeds. If you're a cold climate, grow the fall, winter, early spring seeds that, are frost tolerant, freeze tolerant. Oh no, people do grow them. And they're just proud of those seeds. A lot of people plant those Dollar Tree or bucket of quarter tree seeds, but they have no clue where they come from. And they just harvest them and eat them and no, not going to do that. And you're fixing to see temperatures that you've, especially me, this freeze that we just had, never seen temperatures that low in almost 53 years of life. You're fixing to witness things that you've never seen in your lifetime. Yeah, basil is temperamental and people don't realize it. Nope, onions. I learned my lesson here. I'm gonna wait till spring if I grow some, which I plan on it. No, they don't. The onions would have croaked in the temperature I just have. The onions would have died in negative 20 degrees. Your greens, your brassicas. Now of course you've got to watch out for these temps now. Um, if it's going to go in the low 20s, things are going to die. Cog Hill learned that lesson. Wasted so much food. That broke my heart seeing all that food wasted, and they got a freeze dryer. Turnips the size of baseballs froze, wasted. A whole row of turnip greens that should have been pulled and cooked or freeze dried, wasted. Collards dead, wasted. Rutabagas wasted. Swiss chard wasted. Rows and rows of food wasted. Broke my heart because looking at that food, you knew a cold spell was coming, one that you couldn't protect them. Should have called people, posted, hey, free food, and saved it and replanted. Has a greenhouse that's naked, should have food in it. I don't understand people. I just don't. Hoppin' John soup is black eyed peas, rice, onions, bell peppers. It's wonderful. It's a very old traditional recipe. See, we are in what I call menopausal 7B, 8A. Sometimes it can swing to 8B, sometimes it can swing to 7A. I'm not in Texas. I'm not in 9A. You can get away with it, but well, we saw what happened to Lazy Dog's farm down there in the bottom of Georgia. Lost all his stuff. People don't pay attention. That's why I don't understand gardeners, homesteaders, farmers, preppers. That's why I don't understand people not paying attention to their surroundings. I have witnessed so much food wastage, knowing that we have famine coming. Yeah, they're not telling people that. Keep watching them shelves. They're going to start getting empty, y'all. People growing all this food and letting weather. Now, I can understand you cannot protect from hail, tornadoes, thunderstorms, but there is no excuse in not harvesting everything you possibly can when you know an ungodly cold spell is coming. No excuse to let them plants die. None. Waste of food is a shame and it's a sin if you follow that pathway. It's a sin. That's going to be changing, Lisa. Your weather's going to be changing. And see, me and Junior talked it over. Um, I looked at my carrots. The tops are froze back pretty bad. But there's little green tops coming up. This will be the second growing season going into with them. Hold on a minute. You fixing to lay down? Make her move. Make her get her to snuggle with you. Jana is who I'm talking about. Junior and Jana. He don't want to lay on the couch over there because Jana's on it. Come here, Jana. All right, you might have to lay over here on this one. Looks like Jana's going to win. What was I saying? Crap, I can't remember. Yes, you can put greens in them too.
You were telling them about the carrots.
Oh, the carrots. Thank you, baby. The leaves. Now, a lot of people don't know carrot greens you can eat. They are wonderful in soups. They're wonderful dehydrated. You can saute them. You do like. Sorry, y'all. I'm watching the show behind the laptop. Y'all can't see, and this is hilarious. It's like the couch tap dance. Poor Junior's trying to lay down to get ready to go on his run tonight later on. He's going to catch him a cat nap. All right. The tops, the greens on my carrots have died back because what can you expect at -20? Now, snowpocalypse last year, we got down to -12 and -14. That was bad, but let me tell you, -20, I don't ever want to experience again. That was beyond brutal. But with that being said, I know my carrots are fixing to go into their second year of growth. I'm letting my purple carrots, which, oh my gracious, the tops of them about that big around. I'm going to let them go to seed because I need some more seed for that. No, they're not prepared to do the hard work. They could have put bales of hay or straw around that chicken coop to keep them chickens warm. You do what you got to make your food supply survive. Yep, see me, if I would have, and I have, my garden is 90 feet long. I'm an old traditional, still in the ground, growing in rows because I have to where I'm at. I'm not going to go to the expense of building raised beds except for little ones here and there. Their rows are longer than mine. Imagine those rows of, there was probably about 8 rows of food lost. No excuse. No excuse. I don't understand people who live by the land, who live from being sustained by the land. don't know nature, don't know to pay attention to the weather. Don't make any sense. I don't understand people. I just don't. All right, hold on a minute. I missed something. Trying to catch up. No, if you want to, you can chop them up real small, or you can leave them a little bit bigger. They're delicious. They're extremely nutritious, and they fairly taste like carrots, y'all. They're good. Yep, you can do that. Just be careful. They are thin and don't expect them to last too awful long. But they do have good things. I'm not going to lie. They do have some good things. I won't buy the seeds. I definitely don't trust their dirt in there because I'm sorry, bucket a quarter for a bag of potting soil makes me think. Of course, that's a cakewalk for you, Bounty. We're down in the south, though, honey. You're up there in the frozen tundra area. The hot don't bother me. I'm fine in the because when we get hot down here, and it's with the heat index because the humidity factored in, we get 115, 120. I'm fine sitting under the canopy underneath the oak tree. I sit outside because it's too hot to be in the house. I'm fine with the heat, but -20 is brutal for us. That is brutal. I'm telling you, it was so bad. I know a lot of people laugh at us Southerners because we talk about how bad it was cold wise. Now think about this. We had squirrels that froze to death. There were songbirds that froze to death. There was cats, wild cats, who usually take care of themselves, froze to death. Let me tell you, the privets, which I'm still trying to kill, it looks like some of them might have died. Now that should tell you right there something was bad when a privet dies. See, and in the wintertime, or yeah, that's fine. Summer, I'm fine. I don't have air conditioning to use to sleep in. I have a very small fan. As long as I don't let it blow in my face because it'll make you sick. But as long as I have a little breeze blowing somewhere along my back or something, yeah, I can sleep in the house when it's 80, 90 degrees without a problem. It's getting warm because these storms are rolling through. Oh my gracious, that's horrible. Privet hedges, Chinese privet, a curse to the south, a curse. Let's put it like this: Chinese privets are just as bad as kudzu. Yep, yep. Believe me, I want to be out. Oh yeah, let's go back to that discussion I was going to have. Like I said, that video I made about my New Year's Eve experience, I didn't mean to traumatize nobody. No, didn't want to give nobody PTSD. And y'all quit giving your power away. You shouldn't be giving your power over that easy. Take care of that baggage, throw it out, and move on and grow from it and get stronger from it. I didn't want to cause any, problems for anybody watching that video. But I had to make a point, and I made my point very well. Because if you watch that video, that's what the horde's going to be made up of. You prepared to protect yourself from crap like that, because they ain't stocking up on food. They have no clue what's coming. They don't care. They stay stoned, drunk, most of the time. They get everything handed to them. What's going to happen when that government faucet gets turned off? They're going to come looking for us, those who have prepared. I pray for those who've sunk money into gas generators, because you're going to be easy to hear, because when power goes off, grid goes down, that generator is just a humming, making that noise. All they got to do is stop, listen, follow the sound. They got you. People need to learn. If that's not a wake up call, nothing will ever be. And I know there's going to still be plenty of people who won't wake up, who won't face facts that, it's going to hit the fan. The poop's going to hit the fan. Yes, you can eat kudzu. Kudzu blooms. Sorry, jump subject here. Kudzu blooms smell like grape now-laters. You make jelly with the blooms as well. Make a tea and then make jelly. But the roots, kudzu's a curse. I'm going to tell you it is. It's not supposed to be in America. It was brought over here by the Corps of Engineers trying to stop soil erosion. Well, yeah, it took over the South. Yes, it is, Nancy. It is. Yep, I refuse. See, that's why I don't have Facebook. I set up a Facebook page for my channel, but I don't support the ideology that the runners of Facebook have. Never will. Um, I have a page, but I'll probably never post on it. Don't know why I set it up. I forgot why. I can't remember. It was supposed to be for a chat that I didn't get to be part of, but that's okay. Yeah. I'll show y'all some of when I do canning. I show y'all some. You'll never know how much I've actually canned up, because, well, that's between me. That garden raiding wouldn't last very long because, I'm one of them old ones. I'd be the one that's sitting in the bushes with the, you know, shotgun loaded with rock salt so I could reach out and touch them a little bit. Oh, yeah. Back to what I was trying to talk about a while ago. Believe me, if we could, we would have moved a long time ago. Everybody's saying move, move, move. A lot of people don't know just how brutal this year was, for us especially. Junior, for a lot of the new people who don't know, is my other half. He fell off the back of the work truck. Now, we don't have insurance. And he double broke his right heel bone. Now, right heel bone, y'all. He's a truck driver. There's no mashing on a gas pedal or a brake pedal with the broken heel bone on your right foot. 8 months, no paycheck. 8 months. Imagine that, y'all. I done odd jobs here and there where I could. Now imagine. We survived off our preps and the odd jobs that I done. We weren't getting to do anything. Now, he's kind of sat down and done a little more figuring. We'd like to move. I still want that 100 acres in BFE out in deep, deep country that, only thing I have to worry about is fending off, a bear, alligator, something. Now, imagine trying to move when you had to pay copays for everything for doctors that didn't do nothing to heal him but give us the runaround. He's figured up, in 1 year's time, in 8 months' time, not even quite a year, 8 months' time, we lost over $30,000. Now imagine trying to move when, there was no income. Anything saved up is gone. So yeah, we'd like to move. We'd like to get out in the country. We'd like to get that big plot of land, but guess what ain't happening? Yeah, ain't happening. Good evening, Joe Bird. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? This is, if I remember right, your first time. Yeah, I have no problem reaching out, touching somebody. Not one bit. You thieving from my yard? You taking food out of my mouth and my family's mouth? When you cross my threshold of my property, yeah, you lost some rights, folks. What didn't help? Who didn't help? Good evening, Chuck. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? And Happy New Year. Oh, thank you, Joe Bird. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep, we were prepared because I'm a prepper. I'm an old school prepper. I don't need all this crap these crazy preppers channels nowadays are talking about. You don't need that crap. You need common sense. You need to be prepared, not paranoid, not panicked. I know it, Nancy, and I'm staying positive because there's a reason why I want 100 acres. Now, of course, I'm not going to lie. If it was bigger, more acreage, guess what? Owls have a bug out spot. Let's just put it like that. Owls will have a safe haven. Yep, I'm growing mustards too. Because let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a miracle. That's all I can say. It is a miracle that those plants are alive in that hoop house. -20, y'all. -20. The only heat in that hoop house was 3 pillar candles. And the stuff's not dead. Y'all saw me open it in front of y'all. I hadn't been in there yet because, I face reality and I live in reality. I don't live in la la land like a lot of these preppers do or paranoia land. I knew there was a very good chance that my stuff was going to be dead. Now, granted, the big lemon tree looks rough. You know why I know that lemon tree's okay? Because that's my baby. I started that baby from seed. That baby was buried under, not by my fault, the little mini hoop house collapsed when snowpocalypse came through. That tree was like a foot tall. Not, close to a foot tall when snowpocalypse hit. It was pretty and green and lush and everything. It was buried under 2 feet of snow. That's a lemon tree. It should have died. Well, me being me, I just knew the tree died. So when spring came, I moved it out to. If you remember the old Tarzans and you remember the elephant graveyard, well, regardless, yes, things do die. Even for me, I admit plants die. Some plants, well, the genetics aren't there for them to live. Well, I moved that little lemon tree to the pot graveyard. Well, spring came, summer came, it's the graveyard. I wasn't watering, I wasn't taking care. I go there to clean the pots out, in the fall to get things ready. Lo and behold, that lemon tree was just growing like crazy. I hadn't watered it, I hadn't babied it, I hadn't given no nutrition. It was alive and thriving. So I might just have an acclimated lemon tree to the cold temps. Yeah, there's a lot of places that have more than one houses. What more than one house on a property? Yes, yes. It's that little lemon tree that I showed y'all back during the spring that I repotted, that, was what, maybe a couple feet tall. It's close to 5 foot tall now. It looks rough. I ain't gonna lie. She looks rough, but you know what? I have faith in her. That old gal is like me. We're both tough. We're weathered. And she's going to make it. Okay, darling, dear sister Bounty, you take care, and we'll see you next Monday night. Who, Lord, you're going to be busy. Thank you, D. Mitchell. I appreciate that. Sorry I got on to story time and yeah, lost track. I didn't see that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate you each. And y'all each are loved. Don't ever doubt that. Don't ever doubt that you're not appreciated. I know I'm behind on comments. There was no way I could answer comments yesterday. If you watch my short video that I posted this afternoon, you'll see I was in that kitchen. I'll tell you a better book than that. It's a series of books, and they're called Foxfire. That is the ultimate set of books that will teach you the old Appalachian ways of living and surviving. I love story time. I can't help it. I get to going, I get to talking, and yeah, then I got to catch up on chat because I want to make sure that everybody gets their questions answered. Okay, Joe Bird, you take care, and I hope we get to see you next Monday night in chat. You take care, and you have a blessed evening. Yep, that's why I got my coffee. I don't have to go get my coffee. I done got it. Okay, Kathy, you take care and stay safe tonight if you're in the pathway of these storms. If I remember right, you're up north and y'all are looking, some of y'all looking at a massive ice storm. Fox, Foxfire, Firefox. No, Foxfire. Crap. Foxfire, Foxfire. It is a set of, let's put it like this, survival books. They weren't wrote to be survival books, but they talk about the ancient ways, the old ways of survival in the Appalachian Mountains. They show you hog skinning, hog cleaning, building a smokehouse, building your house, build a cabin, um, toys. I know it's not important, but survival tactics that the Appalachians used. And they're not cheap, but they're worth every penny because they're worth their weight in gold. Yeah, Foxfire. Okay, Jeff Brown. Wife's grinding hamburger. Well, hey, good luck. I'm glad to hear that y'all able to put some meat back because beef ain't cheap. I'm telling you that unless you grow it, raise it yourself. But you take care, Jeff, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday night. Yeah, normal stuff. Yeah, normal stuff. But no, stuff that will save you. I mean, people need to realize I'm not joking. When we had that massive Elliott, I'm tired of them naming storms because people don't realize when you name these storms, you're putting energy towards these things because you're thinking about it. And anything you think, say, or do puts forth energy. And you only help build these storms even bigger. Yeah. I don't like winter storms, especially winter storms being named. Um, yeah. People around me, there's a app you can get. It's called the Neighbors app. And it's where, you can report criminal activity, whether, electricity outages and stuff like that. Let me tell you, people were losing their minds over the rolling blackouts. Here's the censure: the power was only out for 30 minutes to an hour, and they were losing their minds because their electricity was off. Now imagine when that grid goes down, what's going to happen? Oh Lord, Donna, uh, maybe Google when Foxfire books came out.
Oh shoot! I remember it was in. I thought it was in the 20s, but hang on.
Yeah, I think it is seven. No, it ain't the 20s, baby. It's back in the 70s, I think. 70s or 80s. Now, I'm not going to lie. They're price gouging on the set, but the information that's in that set of books is invaluable. The set, last time I looked at it, was 200, but it's like a 13, 14 book set. Oh, they'll make it as long as they stay positive. As long as they stay positive, they'll make it. And watch out for those bears. Because Yogi Bear, no, I'm joking. Wrong kind of bear. Huh?
First volume was actually published in 72.
Yeah, I told you that. 1972 was the publishing of the first volume of Foxfire. Oh, believe me, I do not want to be in big city. I do not want to be. Yep. Lordy, look, I went to school and we were lucky. We were lucky if we had a box fan in the schoolroom, in the classroom. We usually had the windows all open. We weren't used to, air conditioning and crap. And you know what? We didn't die. We done our schoolwork. We didn't know if we were hot or not. And we went outside and played like crazy at recess time. Came back in. We were all sweaty. You know what? We're not traumatized because of it. We don't, suffer problems because no air conditioning. We were fine. We were tough. That's okay, Tofu. I understand. You're not around no storms, are you now? Yeah. I refuse to pay for eggs that price. I wait and catch them on clearance. I catch them on clearance. At last clearance on eggs, I caught them for $2.69. Got every single one that was on clearance. Oh, and I'll give y'all a warning. Now, of course, I'll end up repeating this in my next Let's Have a Talk, which is coming up soon, y'all. Yeah, we didn't die when we was kids. And let me tell you, when we moved from the city to the country for a while, before we moved way out into the country, I went from city school to county school. The county school had air conditioning. Let me tell you, I thought I was going to die in that high school. I thought I was going to freeze to death. I'm like going, Lord, I had to wear extra clothes. That's how cold I was because, well, elementary, junior high, some of high school. There's no air conditioning. You open the windows. It was a building, a big building. You got plenty of breezeway through there. Because back then they didn't have to lock the rooms down because there wasn't nutcases coming into the school building trying to kill everyone. And well, I mean, high school, everybody had trucks with gun racks in the back. Nobody come into the school trying to kill one another. Yeah. What does that tell you? DNA. The DNA pool is murky anymore. But let's talk about the chickens. I can't remember her name. I apologize. She wrote a very, very nice long comment. And you feel like writing a long comment, you do it. I'll read them. Just give me time to answer them. Yeah, I'm going to warn y'all. Be very careful, apparently. If you order chicks online, especially from Murray McMurray Hatchery, I don't know about any other hatcheries doing this. She ordered some chicks through Murray McMurray Hatchery. Next thing she knew later on, she got a letter from the USDA warning her all about bird flu. Now, she got the chicks from Murray McMurray. So be careful. Murray McMurray is apparently passing everybody's information off to the government about you buying chicks. So if you buy chicks through Murray McMurray, you're going to be getting a nice little letter from the government talking about bird flu. So be prepared on that one. Oh, I love pickled eggs when they're made right. I've had some nasty pickled eggs before, but if they're made right, they're really good. Yes, they did, and that's supposed to be a violation. They're not supposed to be giving your information to a second party, which the government would be considered a second party. Yep, she got a long letter warning her about, bird flu, which is, well, a bunch of crap. Because you can't tell me this one bird over here, this one chicken, this one turkey just ultimately catches bird flu. And they got to kill 20,000 or more chickens because of one bird. No, it has nothing to do with that. And anyway, if it did, pull that chicken aside and start giving all the chickens some Uznia tea. They'll be fine. I'm not falling for the bird flu bull. I'm not falling for it. But yeah, if you get a chance to, Donna, try you some pickled eggs. Now, you don't have to make them in as big a batch as I did. I was wanting to preserve those eggs that I was blessed with on clearance. You could make one jar at a time. You don't have to make all those jars like I did. Yep, there's a lot of shady stuff going on. But yeah, just be and see the sad part is Murray McMurray is one of the biggest hatcheries in the United States for selling chicks, baby turkeys, baby ducks, geese, guineas, pheasants. Just know if you order through them, you're going to get that nice little letter from the FDA. Oh, good night, Tofu. I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself. I try to make these chats as fun as possible. I want them to be informative as well. I want to try to help as many people as they can. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, y'all. You can do anything. Don't think outside the box. Be the box. And then you'll see the bigger picture. Why blind yourself where you can only see a little bit? Be able to see all the way around you. Stay positive. Stay positive, y'all. I know it's going to get bad. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But we've got to stay positive. Because as positive as we can be. Because if we start getting paranoid, negative, and everything, we're just going to attract it to us. If we stay positive as much as possible, but stay informed, there's a difference. You can stay informed and not be paranoid. You can stay informed and not panic. Keep your head on your shoulders, because if you keep a level head in stress, you'll survive. It's the people who panic it's going to not. Stay positive. You got this. We all got this. We're the OWL family and we're going to stick together. Oh, for new members who don't know, we call ourselves the OWL family. OWL breaks down the old ways learner. Homestead in the Hood, beautiful lady, sweet lady, came up with that. And we have loved it ever since. So that's why we are the OWL family, old ways learner. See, I stay away as much as possible from the soy sauce. Soy sauce is so soy. Anything soy. Try to stay away from soy as much as possible. I use apple cider vinegar. It tastes so much. I prefer it because apple cider vinegar has a lot of health benefits in it. You can use rice wine vinegar. It gets really expensive after a while. Anybody can find apple cider vinegar. And you can season them any way you like. Just be careful about using anything liquid because you do not want to water down your vinegar. You want to use your vinegar straight. And that way, if you use straight vinegar, you don't have to can them. I hope y'all have enjoyed yourself tonight. I know it's been a bounce around talking about everything, and I will want to remind everybody keep an eye on my channel page, because a lot of my community posts or my community tab is not going out to everyone, and I will be posting on the community tab when I get everything set up for the to be the I done forgot what's it actually called, associate for Mountain Rose Herbs, and I'll let y'all know when that gets set up. What were the basics they used to grow in gardens? Tomatoes, potatoes, corn, beans especially, peas, and I'm talking about like cow peas. In the spring was sugar peas or English peas. They didn't do all this foo-foo fancy stuff. It was survival food. Peppers, if they had them. Squash, pumpkins, winter squash. Yeah, things that will sustain you. Yes, I love my owls. I do love owls. Between owls and hawks, I have them around me a lot. Yes, squash. Um, right now, in your garden, especially like beans and stuff, think of how you going to, if you have a long growing season, you can get 2 to 3 crops in on some things like your bush beans, your pole beans. You can get 2 to 3 crops in a season if you have a long growing season. um, put back spices. I'm telling you, put back salt. A lot of people underestimate how important salt is. I know people panic about the blood pressure. Yeah, you're going to get really sick if you let that salt in your body drop lower than it's supposed to. It can kill you if you let your salt drop too low. You have to keep a good balance of salt and water. We're made of salt and water, y'all. People people are paranoid because of doctors. Oh, salt will kill you. Yeah, well, no, not having salt will kill you. Store up salt, because not only is it a seasoning, it's a preservative as well. You can preserve meat with salt. You can preserve fish with salt. A lot of things is used with salt. Put back sugar. A lot of people don't realize just how important sugar is, but make sure it's cane sugar, not sugar beet sugar, which is a lot of your generic sugars is sugar beet. Because most sugar beets are GMO. Use the cane sugar because you're going to have to preserve food. Sugar is a preservative as well. And you have to have it just a little bit once in a while. You'll go stir crazy. Flour, oatmeal, oats, um, rice, dry beans, dried peas like your lentils, your black eyed peas, your cow peas, split peas. The list can go on and on. I even have a video showing you how to make your own instant rice. Okay, Lisa, you take care, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday night. I'm gonna go and get off here so Junior can get to sleep because he needs to catch a cat nap. I got to get him up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Everyone, y'all stay safe and sound in the pathway of these storms. I knew they were coming. I knew they were going to come because you know why? I'm talking important stuff. They don't like it. They will send out the bots when you start talking about anything survival or something to help people. Thank you, mods. I appreciate it. I knew the trolls would be coming because when you start talking about survival, prepping, canning, preserving, anything, they send out the bots on purpose. Now, if I had a chat where I didn't talk nothing about gardening, prepping, preserving, survival, anything, guess what? No bots would show up. I've actually done a live stream where we just talked about a little bit about gardening, and guess what? None of them showed up. And you know where I usually get my pink salt? I go to $1.25 because you can get it there instead of paying over $4 for the same salt at Wally World. Yes, ma'am, I will knock them trolls off the bridge. Now, y'all up north, stay safe. Keep your eyes open. This storm that's coming through, from what I've heard, it's a potential of 1.5 inches, up to 1.5 inches of ice. Please, y'all stay safe. Please stay safe. Everyone that's down in the south, it's going to start here about 9 o'clock, and it's going to go through the night and into to tomorrow further east of me. Y'all stay safe. They're screaming tornadoes. Just stay safe. Don't stay panicked. Don't be paranoid. Just pay attention, y'all, because I want us all to have a good start to the new year, and I want to see all of y'all back here and chat next Monday night. And please click the like button as you head out. Y'all don't know how important it is and how much I appreciate y'all clicking the thumbs up. Everyone, take care. I want to thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart for coming, spending time with me each Monday night. It means the world to me that I get to sit down and actually get to spend time with y'all. Y'all stay safe and sound. Stay positive. We got this. I look forward to seeing y'all next Monday night in the live stream. And I got a video for y'all coming out tomorrow. Yes, Tanya, I'll definitely keep you in my prayers. And anybody that wants to be on the prayer request, please let me know, and I will add you or your family or your loved ones into the prayer request. Y'all know that you each are loved and appreciated more than you'll ever know. And I'll see y'all again next Monday night. Y'all stay safe tonight. It's going to be a rough one, but we'll make it through. Everyone, take care. Hoot hoot, and y'all have a wonderful evening.